Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Alen Babic returns after almost a year out with a 6th-round stoppage of Steve Robinson. Okay, what do we say about Steve Robinson? He came in with 6 wins, 4 KOs and 2 defeats. Both those previous defeats had been on points. But perhaps this can be best summed up by the fact that he lost his unbeaten record to Shane Gill, who at the time had no wins, no draws and 1 defeat. He also lost his last fight to an unbeaten fighter called Franklin Ignatius. That was an 8-round decision. Look, I don't like slagging people off, boxers off, because they got the balls to get in the ring. But Steve Robinson is a low-level guy, He's very, very big. He's 33 years old. I think he's about 6'7", he's listed at. Probably weighs about 240. And, yeah, he's got the most basic, rudimentary idea about boxing. But, you know, once he gets a little bit tired or he gets clocked, it all goes out the window and he just fights. He doesn't really box, he fights. And he gets very, very tired very quickly. Babic, much smaller guy. I think he's only about 6'1". If he's not a cruiserweight, then he's an extremely small heavyweight. I mean, he fought for that Bridgerweight title and got stopped in a round by Lucas Rozansky over in Poland. It's, you know, he improves to 12 wins with 11 KOs, 1 defeat. But I suppose the writing was on the wall from early on. Babic, by far the smaller man, by maybe half a foot, swinging huge punches like he always does with bad intentions over the top. Kind of like a very crude version of Isaac Cruz, you know, Pitbull, who we saw splashing Rolly all over the place yesterday. Babic, fun to watch. He's 33 as well, by the way, so he's no spring chicken. So he's got to get his skates on. But I suppose this was a little rust shedder, a little confidence builder. He was throwing big punches. Robinson was firing back. Babic couldn't really miss him. Robinson stands bolt upright. Very, very poor defence. Robinson, a lot of guts. Decent chin, actually, because he was never at any point on the floor. And Babic can crack a bit. He hasn't got one-punch power, Babic, but he does have, you know, he can fire some decent, some combinations with decent power that will sort of sap your energy. I suppose that's what happened to Robinson, although Robinson, after 3 rounds, he was huffing and puffing, and by the end of it he looked shattered. I don't mean tired, I mean shattered. So Babic doesn't take a step back, he goes forward. You would think he would put his head on Robinson's chest and work the body. There weren't a lot of that going on. It was all headshots thrown upwards, obviously, to a much taller man. Robinson didn't really bother with the jab after the first round or two. Didn't really know what to do, didn't know whether to fight or at least try to box. It was all very low level stuff. But like I say, a rust shedder for Alen Babic. Where's he going to go from here? Difficult to say because of his size. If he can't make cruiserweight, maybe he can have another run at Bridgerweight. Put him in with any half decent heavyweight and he's getting done. Yeah. If you've got a chin and a bit of a pop on your punches, you'll take out Alen Babic. Babic, I think, is still managed by Dillian White as well. As for Robinson, maybe go down the journeyman route, I suppose. It reminds me a little bit of, what's that guy's name, that heavyweight? Can't remember his name. I know he got knocked out in 2 rounds by David Price. And I think Charles Martin did him in a round and all. He's from Norwich, I think. I want to say he's from Norwich. The hell was his name? Tom Dallas. It reminds me a bit of him. A bit like him. Nah. There's nothing really there, to be honest with you. And maybe you should consider his future. You don't want to see the guy get hurt. But anyway, what did you think? Did you see this? It was on the undercard of the Wardley versus Clark Sky show, boxer show. Let me know if you got any opinions. Do you think Babic can do anything? Can go anywhere? What do you think Steve Robinson should do? Maybe retire? If you do think Babic can do something, against who? Give me names, and give me reasons for the names. All right, thanks a lot. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the like button. Spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. It all helps. And I'll catch you later. Bye for now.